Hi, good morning. My name is Mary Wheat. I'm the owner of CrossFit Rugged Edge and the Edge Strength and Training in Jackson. And I'm here this morning because we are so excited to be opening a new location in Ione. And I have some guests that we're going to have throughout the hour. We're just going to talk a little bit about what type of fitness we do and what type of fitness CrossFit is. And so I'd like to introduce my guest. This is Catherine Hoyt.
Hey, Mary, how are you?
Hi, great, thank you. Her family has been in the county for how long?
About 14 years.
14 years. And how many kids, Catherine?
I have 5.
5 kids. And
oldest with 3 in college, and then 2 still in our local schools.
Awesome. And my kids have gone to school with some of your kids, and I just know that your family is highly respected in the community, and the kids have such great reputations and are such fantastic athletes too. So this is fun to have you be a part of this because you're going to show them up one of these days.
One day they'll come in and say, "Wow, Mom, good job."
Yeah, it'll be awesome. And then this is fun. Victoria Voss.
Good morning.
Good morning. And Victoria, how long have you lived in the county?
I was born here.
Okay, so a long time.
My dad was.
Okay, awesome. And everybody who knows Victoria, well, you guys are all going to need to get on Facebook and make fun of her, all those generations of family and friends and so on. So first of all, I would just like to ask both of you ladies, how did you hear about CrossFit Rugged Edge? And Catherine, we'll start with you. And what made you want to come and try this type of fitness?
I was looking for a different type of workout. I had done running for years and then just kind of wanted change it up a little bit. So my friend, actually Katie will be on a little bit later with you. She's really good friends with my daughter, and her mom had been going to CrossFit, and I said, "Oh, what's that?" And I saw it up there, just this big building, and so I came in one day, and there was tons of people, good music, and very nice people, and everyone welcomed me in right away, and I loved it from the very start.
Good.
So,
Good.
It was fun.
What about you, Vicki?
My friend Shirley did your first round of Biggest Loser.
Yeah.
And I saw her results, and I loved them, and so I was so nervous to come and see you, and I messaged you 1,000 times without sending it, and I came in.
Did you really?
I did.
I didn't know that.
And I came in, and you said, "Write me an essay," and I wrote an essay and spilled my guts and started.
And here we are. Awesome. Let's talk about that, and we'll just go back and forth. But I know a lot of people have fears about CrossFit. When they hear the word CrossFit, I think they have this image of some of the YouTube videos that are online or some of the things that they see on TV, and they look at this image of an elite athlete and they think there's no way I can do that. What has your experience been? How do you feel this has benefited you? Are you able to do this type of fitness?
Yes, I would say yes. It was hard in the beginning. I remember the first couple of days I came, I could not move for a couple of days, especially, right, I had not really done weights before, and so that was a big challenge for me in the beginning, and I'm still kind of working through that, but I love the variety that's offered to us every day with the weights and the stretching, and then just the difference, the variety that's offered.
So, and I'll explain that. For those of you who are not familiar with the way that CrossFit works, it's an hour class usually. Sometimes we go over a little bit, but it's an hour-long class where we start with a warm-up, then you do weight training, and then we do what we call a metabolic workout. So we're combining in that workout body weight movements, weightlifting movements, and cardio to elicit the best response we can in your body, to work you as hard as we can so that you get the best results and the quickest results. So in that hour, as Catherine was saying, there's this weightlifting portion where it could be highly technical, and a lot of people have no idea where to begin. And so to put some fears to rest there, we will teach you. We'll take you through that, as we did, both of you, and everybody that comes into the gym. We don't just leave you alone to figure things out. Everything is guided. So it's like you're being personally trained in a group setting.
I completely agree with that, because the first couple days, I didn't even know what some of the words were that, the terms.
Yes.
And so I said, what is that? Oh, you do this. So it was everyone's very, very helpful.
Good.
The trainers are great.
Good. Awesome. Okay, tell me about weightlifting for you.
I really enjoy weightlifting. I didn't realize I could lift as much as I can lift.
Yeah.
Looking at videos now, I contemplating pursuing weightlifting because of the Edge. And for my workouts, the word modified is so helpful for me, and I know some other people. When I started there, I could only jump onto a 12-inch block. And I work out at 6 a.m. and so the ladies there, they showed me how to jump onto a taller box using the rings. And now I can jump on a 20-inch box. Who would have thought?
Yeah. So I just got to say, Victoria is she is actually our heaviest female lifter in the gym. And when she came in the first week that she was there, and we were just starting to weightlift with Vicky, we noticed right away, oh boy, this is going to surpass any of the women that we have in the gym currently, myself included. And as a coach and a trainer, I'm thinking, how am I going to coach this woman? And then I bring in the guys and they assist and help, But even though I can't lift the weight that you lift, I definitely can look at your technique and pinpoint things that need to be honed in and fixed a little bit. But,
and working on technique is something I'm really looking forward to, especially with this next session of Biggest Loser that's coming up, and Leanest Man, Leanest Woman.
Awesome. Let's talk about what were your fears? What were you afraid of most?
That I wouldn't be able to do what I was asked to do, or that I wouldn't see results. And I've learned a lot. I remember Mark had to give me the white PVC bars the first time I did a burpee, and I looked absolutely ridiculous doing it. So I think I've definitely improved on certain areas.
So, and you use the word modify. For those of you who aren't familiar with this term, modify is just short for modification. So if there's something that you can't do, we're going to modify that movement, and we're going to create an alternate movement that you can do, so that you have a sense of accomplishment and feeling like you've succeeded. We don't ever want anybody to walk out the door with a defeat attitude, or just a feeling of, oh my gosh, I couldn't do it. And so that's a goal. As a coach, we are always hoping and striving to help everybody to feel a sense of accomplishment. So you modified in the beginning. And maybe even still now, some.
I don't have to anymore.
Awesome.
There's a term RX that we do, which means you do everything perfect, and I have not gotten to that level yet, but I've tried.
Yeah.
So, and I do have to say that I was a little nervous about working out with other people. Sometimes the gym wasn't my favorite thing to go to. I like kind of doing my own thing. But everyone's just really nice and supportive to everybody.
Good.
And so, like you said, it does become like a gym family for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to expound on that, how your experience as to how it feels, that sense of community, that sense of family?
I have met people at the gym that I now hang out with, or I have someone that does my hair. I have someone who I can count on if I need help with a WOD in the morning or workout of the day.
Yeah, it has its own terminology and language, and there are abbreviations for everything, and that's part of the whole little learning curve as you come in and you start CrossFit training, is that you learn all these little
when
terms.
You come in the morning and you haven't woken up the greatest, or you still have someone there that is going to be so supportive.
Yeah.
Until you can be that supportive for somebody else, and once
That's
you
awesome.
can be that person for somebody else, you feel a sense of accomplishment that you've gotten to where the person that helped you is, and there's just so many more levels to go up.
That's awesome. Ladies, how has this affected your life? That's kind of a hard question. Or we could simplify it. How has this improved your life on a daily basis?
Anytime you're doing physical exercise, I think you have more energy.
Yes.
So that definitely has shown to me that I can have strength, I can have energy to make it through the day.
Yeah.
And it just makes you feel good. It gets your whole day going better when you can perform a good workout.
True.
Adding Whole30, our diet, to our workout has not only improved my life, but has improved my children. I have a 10 and 11-year-old, and so eating better is just part of our life now instead of...
Which is awesome. So we're going to talk about the Biggest Loser and the Whole30 in our next segment, but if we can right now, show a little bit of that clip. And this is just an example of what we do in the gym. This is our motto: purpose, commitment, sacrifice. This is who we are. Weightlifting, pull-ups, using kettlebells, plyometric work like jumping on boxes, throwing weighted balls, push-ups, rowing, all of these different movements. There you are, Catherine. All of these, rope climbing, all of these different movements. Your body is your machine. We don't have cable equipment. We don't have machine in the gym. Your body is your machine, and we use it.
10 seconds.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Catherine.
Thanks,
Thank you, Vicki. I so appreciate you guys being here. And thank you for everything that you shared.
Thank you.
It's been great. Thank you.